there. Okay. All right. So what you didn't catch is me saying that I forgot to buy leek and sour creme fraiche. So but anyway, hopefully my tech support might be bringing one. What is wrong with Breton cider? You hate Bretons the people or Breton cider or both? You already started peeling the carrots. What are you supposed to do with the carrots now? I don't know. Give them to the rabbit. Not my problem. Okay. Yeah, I'll find something. Anyway, we're gonna be a bit quicker this week because it was a bit much, wasn't it? Oh, you're Norman. Okay. So that's why then. I think they have an equal amount of beef with the Normans to the Bretons, don't they? That's about the size of it. All right, cool. Let us get going, I guess. I've got my potatoes. French potatoes, actually. Four purée et potage. Kilo, was it? I don't know how many that is. Let's weigh them out. Clatter, clatter. Oh, check this out. Check what I picked out at the Vietnamese shop earlier. Look at that. That's a pear. The size of my head almost. Some kind of snow pear. Sweet and juicy. Anyway, a Singo pear. I have not had one of these before. I'm quite excited to try it later. There, little pear. There. The giant, what? Yeah, it's dirty, mine, so I'm not getting it down. Anyway, I was excited about that. So, a kilo of potatoes, you say? Is that before or after peeling? What's this? It's gonna be 200 grams. 300 grams. Wowsies. They're growing legs already, these, but that's all right. 800. I don't normally weigh. I just eyeball it, but just as a matter of interest, that's a kilo. Chuck another one in. There we go. And the rest can go back in the bag. How are we all today? You've been prepping your veggies already? Perfect. I'm quite excited by this. If you're vegetarian, by the way, I was thinking about this. You can get vegan sausages, can't you? And like vegan frankfurters from DM or something like that, equivalent. Or just use tofu or something like that. Hello, who's that? Nicholas Ark, you finally made it to the cooking stream. Hurrah! Oh god, the cough. It's a Japanese pear. It tastes like a combination of apple and pear. I hope so. Fancy ass pear. Yeah, it cost me €4 as well. Jesus. €4? 12 ounces. 12 ounces, 6 ounces. So there's 300 grams of carrot. Like I say, I don't normally weigh stuff out. This is just a matter of interest. 300 grams. Mm. Mm. Close enough. 3 medium-sized carrots then. Or large-ish, I guess. We'll leave the other one out. Sorry, friend. 150 of this. That's 230, that. I guess we'll just make more, won't we? That's why I eyeball it. And then something like 100 grams of this. So we'll halve that. You saw the baby knife. Do you want to see? Do you want to see the big knife? Um, Smoked tofu, yes, yes. Or pan fried seitan, exactly. You can do that. You can do crispy bits and put that in as the bacon at the beginning, or just at the end. It's been paired. The Japanese pear has been paired. Release the big knife, baby knife. You want the what? Okay, thumbs up for the big knife. Shout out, instant democracy. Big knife or small knife? It's serious. It's French. It's a sabatier. Is this? No, that's not the meat sword. We'll get that out later. But this is a proper kitchen knife, which incidentally, one should pinch the tang with the thumb and the forefinger. I've been told this because apparently, if you hold the handle and you apply pressure on something, it can break here at the tang. So if you hold onto the blade, at least the blade doesn't go flying. You also have a little bit more extra control. That's a different story. We will use baby knife too, though. Baby knife, baby knife. Look at the baby knife. Blunt end so you don't spike yourself like I often do. Alright. And then, what was it? We had like 150 grams of bacon. I got some Schwarzwälder Schinken, actually, of all things. It's been in the freezer, so it's a little, yeah, 200 grams by the time the rind's cut off. You can throw the rind in the soup, though. Get all that flavour out. Jar Jar D is currently on a 3-stream streak. It is true. Is that what? What is plus 350? What? What is it? Yay! We should get you an Oppin. Actually, this isn't Oppinel. This isn't Oppinel. It's for kids. They can put their finger in here, and it comes with thingamajiggies. I thought it was rather cute. Somewhere there's a thumb guard, so you don't cut your thumbs. Channel points. First time chat. Hello, TNXD. I'm fighting the screen here a bit. I could make you guys a bit bigger and myself smaller, couldn't I? The egoist can be. There we go. You. No, I can see you better, maybe. I must say my glasses need a clean as well. Is the audio a bit low? Other than that, I could hear everything perfectly. The audio. I can move the mic a bit closer. I'm just very aware of pain, Mike. What have you forgotten? I forgot to take the bacon out the freezer. That's okay. You can chop it properly frozen. If you've got a big enough knife, can you take it out now? Take it out now. It's fine. Especially if you have a big knife, you can just crunch through it. Or don't use bacon. Put it in after. Fry it out with a bit of onion and put it on as a topping. Also works. So if you take it out now, you can add it later. Yeah? No problem. Fry up a bit of onion. Put the bacon in. On top as a garnish. By the way, I'd like to point out my parsley. This is from last Saturday. Still good, isn't it? Isn't that great? A bit of yellowing there, but we'll cut that off and then we've got that for the soup today. Love that. Move the mic higher. Mic closer sounds good. I'm going a bit higher still. That better? Yes. Here we go. Much better. There we go. Okay, cool. Fun fact, if you heat and fry your bacon on the very low heat very slowly, oh yes, render out the fat, which is great for extra flavor. And of course, Ryumi, you can chuck it in a little dish, right? If you've got enough of it, save it, fry your eggs in that. Next morning, bacon fat for the eggs. Keep the fat, absolutely. Okay, we're all leveled up here. I can put the scales away. This is a very easy soup, so I think we'll have more chat time today. And by the way, I went to the shop I got some Czech sausages. I know it's cheating a bit. I could have got Wieners, but I'm not a big fan. So I got myself some Debrechinkas. Um, there we go. All right. Lots of vegetables as well. Yeah, I'll put the other half in the fridge. That'll do. Now I checked with my grandmother. I was going to make myself tea. I put the kettle back on. I checked with my grandmother what her recipe is. And it's very similar. They're all very similar. Regional variations somewhat. But more or less the same. And some people puree the soup, and the only big difference she does is at the end she takes some potatoes out and she mashes those up just to make it a little bit thicker. Yeah, I accidentally fried my dad's food in the same fat as the bacon. What happened, Win? Yeah, absolutely. Um, is he a vegetarian though, Win? Uh, Swede. This is no Swede. This is a celeriac, which, as I've mentioned on Saturday, is not so common in the UK. It's got a sort of celery parsley type flavour, and if we had the leek, uh, that would be suppengrün basically. Celeriac, root parsley, again not so common in the UK, not the same as parsnip, carrots and a leek. We're missing a leek here. That's what she said. So I hope we're not going to have too many of those today, Michael. We'll start with the peeling, won't we? What is it we got? We got the peeler. This is the peeler. You got a peeler, nice. Celery is not the same as celeriac, no. Celery is the top shooting part of the plant. I don't know if they're the same plant. I think they're in the same family. I'm not 100% certain. And it grows above ground. And the difference, by the way, I have some celery in the fridge. You could substitute celery if you can't find celeriac. It's a slightly different flavour, but it does all right. As you can see, this is kind of paler, right? Sometimes celery is green, sometimes it is even whiter, and that is because as it's starting to grow out of the ground, they cover it in either soil or some paper, newspaper, and so actually it stays white. And do the same with rhubarb. Actually, you need to grow rhubarb underground, otherwise some chemicals released which aren't good for you. But anyway, so celery is an option, I believe. Romy, is that not right? I think Sally popped that up somewhere. Yeah, they're very similar flavour. But the advantage with celeriac is that you can chop it nice and small. It's maybe nicer in this root soup, more starchy. Oh, come on now, behave. The naughty carrot on the table. Naughty carrot. Alrighty. And to be fair, root parsley is in a very similar space, but if you imagine a more intense sort of concentrated parsley flavor, because you've got the chlorophyll from the parsley, so you don't have that in the root parsley, but they're like more or less the same thing again. Interesting vegetable facts. All right, these aren't the best carrots in the world, but even the best carrots will make a soup, or even the end of the bunch will make a soup. That's why we like soup, because we can just shove with it. Sometimes if they're very brown, I'll take a bit extra off, but I mean, it doesn't harm. Not so nice to eat, but again, in the soup, it's not going to trouble us. Here we go. Top and tail. You can eat the bottoms, of course, just for visual sake as much as anything else. Here's a little brown. Just take a little bit extra off there. And that's why I overweighed on the carrots, because you're always going to lose something. This is a nice clean celeriac. Often there can be a lot of mud trapped in there, so you just go ahead and cut that straight off. And when it's smaller like this, you can use a small knife. If not, if you're not familiar with it, easier to place it on the deck, either with your big knife. Oh, with the baby knife. You can go with the baby knife. Little baby knife. There we go. Shaving. Do your pumpkins like that as well. Okay. Let's clean that up. About that. Okay. So our process is very straightforward. Do you know what else I don't have actually after all that is I don't have vegetable stock. Jerry Flint, 3-stream streak. Get in. He won't notice. Root parsley can taste slightly spicy sometimes because it's intense. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yes, root parsley does not roast as nicely as parsnips. I have done it. It's not. It's got a little bit of a tang to it. Can be a bit more bitter. And don't forget making your tea again, Michael. Okay. Also, like I said, I don't have any veg stock. I'm going to cheat cubes today. Why not? Oh, out of those as well. Half a litre each? Yeah, more or less. To be honest, I usually only use half of one. So let's see. We'll cook it up, and if it's not flavoursome enough, we'll put the other one in. Does anybody else eat the crumbles from a stock cube? Is that just me? So good. All right, guys, you'll have to give me a minute. It's a monster leak. We're not going to be using all of that. We use a little bit off the end. Good. What is this eldritch thing? We're leaking out. It's all leaked on the side. Leak dance, anyone? How does that go? That is an impressive leak. It's enough to make a Welshman proud, that is. Look at that. I'm standing in a field, I tell you. That's why this bit is white, because it was underground, isn't it? And this green bit is chlorophyll from the atmosphere. All right. We'll find it. I don't know what the leak dance is yet, but I'm sure I'll work something out. So that'll do. That'll do. Sally, how many liters of stock did I say? Just the 1 liter? I feel like it's not enough. Hello, first timer here. Even ask Aladdin. Ask Aladdin. Even ask Aladdin. First timer. You need to look up Miku leak dance. Okay. Spin the goddamn leak. None of your business. Take my breath away. Ah, da, da. La la la. Is that enough? Is that... Come back here. First time chat. Hey frag lady, how do you be Gen X and not know hamster dance? By being terminally not online. Yes. Yay! I don't know what the song. Oh, that song. Yeah, good. That's an alright song. Good bit of 80s. I'm just gonna make a bit of coffee, guys, because it's that time in the afternoon where I feel like I might need a coffee and biscuits as well. Alrighty. Got my coffee machine. Alrighty. It goes in my compost. It is a well-stocked kitchen. I like to cook. Okay. With the filters. It's not quite enough. That is not quite enough. I have to turn you guys down for a second. Get a coffee grinder on the go. That might be a bit intense through the microphone. Might be a little bit rude. What? Delete me. Too late. All right, hang on a second. I'm going to mute you because the coffee machine. All right, gang, I'm back. What's my favourite potato? Anything homegrown. Oh, the laptop's was louder. I didn't turn that off. Oh, Christ's sake, never mind. I didn't realise it would switch over. Lesson learnt. It's 6 a.m. here. Good time to make soup then. Oh, minus 35 wind chill. Is that Fahrenheit or centigrade? But at minus 35, it doesn't really make much difference, does it? Royal Dutch purple. All right, frag lady, get in there. Do you have a home? I don't. Well, I have access to one, but I sadly have not made much time to do gardening in the last couple of years, which is a sad thing because it's one of the. I think it's one of the best things for the soul to get your fingers dirty. But that's just a personal opinion. All right, onto the potatoes. This soup won't cook itself. Cereal best morning soup. I don't know about that. I used to think that too, and then I went fully protein for the breakfast I did. We've got tech support teching in the background there. Love soup streams, me too. Is cereal soup? I don't think we can say cereal is soup. I don't think so. Fahrenheit. Minnesota. Minnesota, hey? Jesus. Minus 35. Crazy. Do you have a garage? Do you have a preheater for your engine and stuff like that for your car so you can get it started? Whose garden are you raiding? Sir Donny's. You're in Maine and you're getting that tomorrow. On the coast as well. Jesus. It's funny growing up in the UK because technically that's the kind of weather that you should have there as well from the um, latitude, but because of the Gulf Stream. Uh, I did not know that. Thank you. Fun fact learned. Well, these are grade B, so these are technically good for soup and for other stuff. I don't know how they grade them in other places, but here in the Czech Republic they have grade A, B, C, and A, I believe, is for salads, potato salads, because um, they stay firm. Oh. Do you put stock in your cereals? Oh, Sally, about the powdered stock. I don't think I don't think it tastes the same though. I think it's got a different flavor. You can use that, but I just feel like it's a different flavor. Minus 30 Fahrenheit tomorrow. Jeez. Honestly. The coldest I've ever experienced was minus 22 in Prague, centigrade. And then minus 18 up in the mountains somewhere sometime. But yeah. All right, so what we're going to do after we've peeled all our vegetables is we're going to chop them. Potato pieces are going to stay slightly larger because actually potato will cook a bit quicker than carrots and such. But also because, well, it's how I like to do it. We keep the potato as the up front and center ingredient as well. And the smaller, the other stuff, the celeriac, carrots, root parsley, and leek will be chopped smaller. It said medium onion, but I'm just an onion fan, so I got one slightly bigger. I would say this is somewhere between medium and small, large. You know, Depends on the cereals. I suppose so. If it's sugary ones, you get away with it. Cocoa ones? But chocolate and water, though? Ugh. Cold is the answer if the Gulf Stream dies. Fun. Really craving a deep dish pizza right now. Even though I've never had one before. That's funny. No, dude, Alison, get that scene to you right now. Oh wow, with a 98. Wowsies. What animals are you looking after? The frozen turd brigade. Easier to pick up though. Easier to pick up in the cold. When it's a hot slurry and it's already the pavement's already hot. Alrighty. So I will put that in a bag somewhere. We have a bag for these things. Ah. Nice. Okay. Take my breath away. Da, da, da. Just to reinforce that a little bit in whoever's brain it was already. Steamers. Cleveland Steamers. Tiny chickens. Okay. But they stay in their coop, hey? Or do you let them out as well? Do they get a bit of a run even in this cold weather? All right. Compost bagged up. So let's start with the potatoes because they'll go in last. So I would argue, I don't know, I'm going to go for something like 2 to 3 centimeters cubed, right? Something like that. That's what I'm eyeballing for. We ain't no Michelin star kitchen. Nobody's looking at the pictures. Does it taste good? Are we happy? Good enough for me. All right. When we get to the bigger ones, I might even go thirds down the line just to keep them a little bit more consistent. As I said before, if you're a bit newer to cooking, Dioramas are the world's tiniest chickens. Are they? We can do that. We can absolutely cook stock with that, Sally. You're right. In professional kitchens, that's what you do. I'm just not in a position to make stock now. Of course, you can always, if you're making stuff like that, you can bung it in a bag, stick it in the freezer, and then when you do want to make stock, no harm done. Right? You can collect. If you're doing chickens, you take whole chickens. Sorry, talking about seramas as we are. Or whatever it is, you can keep bones, bacon rinds, bang them in the freezer, and even even the rinds from grana padano or Parmesan cheese, you can put in the stock because it's all umami. Typical noble, wasting scraps. No, no, I'm bagging them up for you, Win, so you can come and collect them later and eat them, darling. You can make yourselves a little. You can make yourself a little soup out of it. All right. I know you're hungry. Alrighty. Okay. It's going to be a lot of soup, but we're going to be eating it tomorrow. And the day after. Alright. I sometimes like to just make pieces a bit more manageable. It's quite a tough fruit, or it can be quite tough. So, careful with it. And I'm going to go thirds lengthwise on the thinner bit. If it gets completely towards the root, I would just chop through and then do halves and thirds. And on this, I might even do, I'm going to probably do quarters. And then just finely chop small pieces like that. So if we contrast that with the potato, you get an idea of how I like to do it, but each to their own. So the way it's going to go, onions in first with oil, then the bacon, then this Suppengrün, and once that's maybe a little bit of color, at least starting to soften up a touch, put in the potatoes, salt, pepper, oh, get another bowl for this, I guess. Get that out of the way. Some bits smaller, some bits bigger. Doesn't really matter. This is where a big knife is advantageous. Might be time to give this one a little sharpen even. The little ones need a sharpen. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I love soup. I love soup. Celeriac. Celer. I'm going to go for dice is about the same as the root parsley. Chop lengthwise one way. Chop lengthwise the other way. And there we go. Hey, Prickly. Ah, Valeria, hello. All right. Okay, my herbal tea is definitely overstewed. Like a classic parent taking care of the kids forgets about their tea. All right. This is a herbal mixture for. Oh. Leave the skin on if it hasn't sprouted yet. What are we sprouting? Oh, I eat the soup. I eat the skin sometimes when it's big, even from a jacket potato. I'll have that down. Oh. I've not tried it yet, but you can do this with big potatoes. Cook them whole. Just score around. Slip the skins off after, which apparently retains the flavour, but also you get all the vitamins and minerals from the skin, right, Rumi? Because that's where the good bits is. All right. All right. Oh, the colours as well. How are we going to do the carrots? Quarters, probably. Again, make it easy on yourself. Don't go with a baby knife. Maybe you've got a baby knife at home. I would argue this is probably a bit big for most people, right? What's that? This is 20 centimeters which is about 8 inches. So you could probably go for something that's like 15 centimeters is plenty big enough, and you can get a nice chef knife like that, and you can still get the leverage. For really cutting, pressing, this is probably a bit small. You know, most people 8 inches would be too much. So I've heard. Now, actually, on the thicker parts, I'll go thirds again, and it's a rocking motion, right? Don't press. Using the blade slightly curved, and as you cut, also going with a slight forward motion. If you're newer to cooking, sorry if I'm teaching grandma to suck eggs. If you cook already, you can even keep the knife blade on the board. I mean, with the big one, it's so much easier because you have the leverage, right? It's physics. It's also the weight, but you are making a larger movement with the arm. So it's just getting used to that technique. Michael's making a lot of soup again. I tend to do that, but this will be soup for a few days. Does anybody else have soup for breakfast? I know we're talking about cereal. Does anybody have soup for breakfast? Ah, yeah, leave the skin on for Hokkaido. You can eat it. It's so good. It's good texture as well. Actually, next week's, beg your pardon, not next week's soup, the week after, we might be taking a departure from soups of the world, or at least on our particular journey, and we might just be doing a pumpkin soup because I have to cook for a party, and that will be vegan in fact. So, and I'm going to be using something I saw on the internet where someone just chucks everything in a baking tray and they bake it up and then chuck it in a pot with a blender. I'm not the biggest pumpkin fan, but actually pumpkin soup is probably my favorite way, and Hokkaido is Hokkaido. How we doing? Anyone keeping up? Who's cooking along? Absolutely. I mean, I always try. I'm very conscious for vegans and gluten free. I don't understand why they don't in kitchens just use potato rice or maize starch instead of thickening with flour. It's not. But the problem is some restaurants they just buy in the sauces. See, miso soup with spring onions and a bit of cabbage for breakfast. Oh yeah. Oh. Eggs. Yes. I'm keeping up today, but only because I cut half the veggies last night. Okay, that's all right. We'll get there. Well, maybe this is going to be a quick cook today because it's like literally once it's cooking, the vegetables are going to take like 15, 20 minutes. So actually, when you see recipes online, this is like a 20-minute prep, 20-minute cook. Yeah. All right, down to our leek. I'm going to use like maybe 5 centimeters off either end, 5 to 10 centimeters, just because this is ridiculous. That would go in the stock pot, right, Sally? But it's not. It's going to go into my compost. Mother, there's cooking. Mutti, are you cooking, Mutti? Right. It's more like 10 centimeters. I lie. So more like 10 centimeters, and then I'm just going to take the greens like yo. And what will happen with this? It'll be happy in the fridge. Thank you, Leek, for another day. I might want a quick rinse. Close fridge. Goodness me. Oh, that's a bit ragged. We'll let that one go. I'll be alright. It'll be alright. As I said last week, easiest way to clean the green bit is just to fold them inside. Yeah, it's, you know, it's not the prettiest, so get rid of it. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I might even go for a bit more greens actually. I feel like that is now not enough, and I've lost those bits. Because we want the colour contrast dans la soupe. Alright. That's close enough. And you're going to slice that. Take your time. If you've only got a small knife, okay, again, the trick for anyone who's newer to cooking, bend your fingers back. You want the blade. This is why it's trickier with a smaller blade, but you can just keep your fingers back and you're pressing down like this. Pressing down on the end of the vegetable, and you can move along. As you get quicker, you can move your fingers along. Like a little caterpillar walking backwards on a branch. That's the fridge. That's Frida. Alright, Frida, calm down. There we go. Just using a few different knives. You get the right impression of what's going on. Okay. Come on, you. You don't want to behave, do you? Because there's enough. And the greens are more likely to burn. So they will not go in until just before I put the carrots and root vegetables in. But the white bit can go in, not with the bacon, basically. Close enough. Close enough. All right, get another bowl for that. Using up all the bowls today. Actually, I've got a Tupperware here. Le oignon. Onion. The alum family. Isn't it just genius? Oh, so good. I don't need to waste that, but I'm going to get rid of it because I can't be asked. Can't be asked. Can't be asked. How big are you going to chop your onions, Mikey? Yeah, well, that's fine, Valeria. I'm just using different knives just to show people, because some people might not have a big knife. I would normally go just to make my life easier, and it's real quick to wash up. By the way, don't throw your knives in the dishwasher. Don't throw your sharp knives in the dishwasher. Why? Because there's salt in the dishwasher, and the salt blunts the edge. That's why your glassware eventually goes cloudy as well, because it can scour. I don't know exactly how that happens. I may be talking up my ass. But I was told by a pro chef, no knives in the dishwasher, but I kind of somehow intuitively knew that. The root, why waste it? Just cut it off, bang it in. Right? Or if not, put it in your stock box. Yeah. So I need to find this thing again. Someone on the internet showed some clever way of doing this that I forgot to make a note of. Anyway, we're gonna go for medium-ish size. Small-ish squares, shall we say. You can go this way if you want. You see that all right? See, this is again where a bigger knife helps. Maybe. Oh, she's a strong one. Oh, yep. My eyes. My eyes are burning me. The sunlight, help. Help me, my eyes. Flip it and reverse it. Chop, chop, chop. Get it in there. Is it pretty? Doesn't matter. It's not our aim today. Big knife, right? Oh, it does need a sharpen. Oh, it really does. Wow, little knife. This is where you've got to be more careful with your fingers. All of these things are possible. You can't do this with a little knife. A bit more tricky because you can't get through. There we go. Oof. God, that is a strong onion. Good stuff. I should chop some for my sickness. I had some honey. Anybody else do that? Onions and honey? If you eat a bunch of onion, right? Really? Are you lying? Are you just trying to trick me? You tricked me. Onions and honey, yes, for a cough. And you can add cinnamon and cloves to it as well. Oh yeah. All right. We're almost ready to go to the cook cam. At which point we'll have a short break while I move the equipment over. Give our stock a little star. Look at this tiny spoon. Look at the spoon. Little spoon. Mighty pair. And little spoon go on an adventure. La la, la 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 la. Well, where shall we go, little spoon? I don't know. Maybe Cookland. Cookland. And off they go. You're welcome to make of that what you will. Fun fact, if you're going to use a very sharp knife to start because the knife destroys. Let's use one. Ha! Oh yeah. Spring onions. Yep. Will my soup respect me if I don't what? Cry? Funny spoon. It's a little spoon. Small knife. Everything is small, very small. You like the new kitchen angle bed? I think so too. Yeah. The backlight wasn't doing me any favours today because it's daytime. Mighty bush. I love the mighty bush. The moon. Everybody look at the moon. My name is the moon. Everybody. If you stick your tongue out. Neil Andershow. People pay good money for this. Yeah, they would. Right? Anyway. Oh, Sally, I asked, Rumi, I asked you, was it 1 litre of stock? It somehow doesn't seem, it doesn't seem enough for all this. 1 litre, really? I don't believe that. Maybe I forgot to up it. We'll see. All right, gang. Oh, bacon. Back on. Again, optional. You don't need to. You can make this a fully vegan soup. Or vegetarian. Oh, look at that. All right. Little cubes. It's a bit frost damaged, guys. It doesn't look the best. but it'll taste alright. Okay, again, lengthwise and then little cubes. It's tougher. I might have to go through single layers, that's all right. Actually, we'll leave that, just render that down because it's a bit too fatty. But a soup, if we were to crisp that up, render all the fat out. Oh, she's sliding. Come on. Fat is sliding around, as you might expect it to. Yes, it needs a sharpen. Could get the meat knife out, but it seems a bit overkill just for a bit of bacon. Alrighty. Yeah, definitely not enough liquid. You're right. I think probably I forgot to double the liquid amount. So if anyone's following along at a kilo of potatoes, if you're cooking along, you might want 2 liters of stock. If you don't have enough stock cubes for that, that's fine. You should get enough flavor out of all these ingredients. Actually, I wouldn't worry about it. And oh, she's tough. And just a bit of salt and pepper and such. Sorry, Rumi, can you pop up the recipe again? Because I'm not sure what I said in terms of herbs. I would imagine some Libichek, lovage. What's that in German now? Lovage. Ugh, Quatsch. Lovage is Liebstöckel, of course. It's so nice that it's got to do with love. So you're literally adding love to your soup. And again, I'm not going to put my herbs in until right before I add the liquids. Oh my god, this is so exciting. All right, here we go. All right, gang. Now you want to know what love is? It's more than a feeling. Yeah, but Valeria, that's just the way it goes. And as Rumi said, you can always use it for stock, or just cook it with the skin on and take the skins off when you peel them. Then you lose less of the potato, actually, right? If you peel them at the table, pale Kartoffel, oh my god, it's the best as well. They're a bit bigger, boil them up in the skins, it's all the flavor stays in there. Takes a bit longer to cook, you need more salt in the pot, but honestly, just do that. Yeah, fennel, maybe fennel greens, but fennel is more anise. Lovage leans more towards parsley, so at a pinch, I would go for parsley rather than fennel. I would say. Speed up, we're hungry. Whatevs. All right, we're going to cook up. Here we go. Let me get this camera rotated around. I'm going to stop. Turn the mic off for a second. I think we can do this actually live. Let's see what happens. Get this out of the way. Okay. Oh, we said definitely more stock, so pull that kettle up again. Hurry up, we're hungry. It's true. Time flies though when you're having a chat. What is the fat of choice today? I am gonna go with butter. Controversial. I'm gonna. Will I? What's gonna happen? Is he gonna hate me if I do this? Maybe. Let's see. Oof. The microphone was on the whole time. That's hilarious. Uh, 42 kilograms of rotten potatoes. I can tell you what that smells like. Gross. Gross. Horrible. Horrendous. I used to work for a greengrocers, and we had like sacks, a whole pallet full. I'm sorry about the light, guys. I don't think there's much I can do right now. We're gonna have to live with it. Still there? Rancid lentil chicken curry. Oh, okay. I'm out. Onions are going in. We're going to cook this up quick. Heat, high heat, because that's how my stove works. Maybe your stove's different. I'm going to put the bacon fat at the bottom and balance the bacon over here. But my stove needs to have the hot heat starting straight away. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Look at that. Oh, beautiful old school butter knife. Table knife. How much butter, Michael? Oh, I don't know. 50 grams, 2 ounces. Don't be shy. Love butter. I follow the French on this. Why hold back on the butter? Oh, dude, 15 liters of. Sally, Liebstöckel, Lorbeerblatt und was noch? Salz, Pfeffer und das wäre es, oder? Würde ich sagen. Keeping it easy. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take a while to warm up, but once it's cooking, it'll be quick. We'll be done by 3 here, guys. I need to be. Oh no, maybe not in there. Michael, what are you doing? Crazy ass fool. Can't resist. God, that's umami. It's so good. Okay. Where is my spoon? There. There is the spoon. Making a little whirlpool in the stock pot. Coffee, you say? Don't mind if I do. Huh? Sorry, guys. If it were me, I would be tempted to chuck a bit of garlic in as well, but that is not the traditional way. And then we're moving towards a different style of potato soup. So we're not going to do that. Cup of joe. We're not browning these. We just want to let them clarify a little bit. What's that? What is that? Bit of rind. Oh yeah. Keeping the heat up high because the bacon's going to go in a minute. Is that awful with the fan on? You cannot hear the fan. Perfect. All right, they are starting to want to brown because I've got it high. I would normally turn it down a little bit maybe and chuck my bacon in. My bacon! And I'm going to turn it down a touch because I don't want those onions to brown. I've turned it down to 7 on my stove. This particular ring really does not want to heat up unless it's hot. So we're going to let that go. All right, now we're cooking. That's it. We got a little song today for every part of this cooking process. I hate this camera, bro. I feel like I have astigmatism. You mean this one? Well, because of the angle, because it's looking from the side now. Can I rotate this picture? Like, huh? I don't know. I'll try and work it out for next time, guys. Sideways wall soup. Ah. See, we're getting a little bit of browning at the bottom there, but I'm alright with that. The veggies will pick it all up. If you're not sure of your cooking, slow is better than quick in this case. Browning, flavour, exactly. Oh, I see. I can't do it. I'll get curtains up next time. Sorry, guys. Unless, but then that better. That's better, isn't it? All right. Turn that back up to 9 because I'm about to put my veg in. I've got a lot of stock today, so I'm just going to go easy on the salt to start with, plus the bacon's salty. So I don't want to go too... Oh, I need a new pepper grinder. That's all right. I got a couple of others, but this is a shop bought one that's been with me for a very long time. I like pepper. My grandma, not so much. She would not be banging in as much pepper as I am, and that's okay. All right, the veg is going in. We need a bigger pot. Am I really going to need a bigger pot? Well, we'll find out shortly. Oh, she's blackening up a bit at the bottom there. Oh, too brown now. Oops. I guess at this point I should probably just check everything in. A little bit of liquid maybe just to lift that. Tom's doing a cooking stream. What's he cooking? Soup strainer. Just alchemy in case you need to. Got it. Your 3 litre pot. All right. Fair enough. All right, leeks going in. I think I'm just going to bang it all in, guys, because we're a little short on time. Those leeks will cook down. I forgot to put in the whites with the bacon, but that's okay. I will also now go for some lavage. Maybe, yay, teaspoonful. I don't know, do I feel like anything else? Parsley. That's marjoram. Oh, I don't have dried parsley at the moment. Only fresh. Oh, I know. Bohnenkraut, which I don't know what that is in English. You put a tiny little bit in. A little bit. It could be greens. Oh, and chervil. Oh my god. Chervil. Again, just a little bit. Good for soups and... Okay. There we go. If you don't have those, doesn't matter. I'm just being cheeky now. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes, what is it? It's called it's spring, a summer savory or spring savory. Which one is it? This is a couple of savories. Thank you, Rami. What did we put in there? If you've got lovage, parsley, chervil, or a savory soup savory, any of those is fine. Where did you get lost, Bublina? Just that. Um, don't be lost. Nothing's lost. Just put some dried herbs in. whatever. Yeah, I would avoid marjoram and oregano because it's going to veer us more towards a Czech potato soup. The potatoes are not in yet. That's why, because I'm still browning and getting this out. The potatoes are going in now. Here are the potatoes. Oh yeah, and the stock is going straight after, and then we're just going to cook this up. It's going to take about 15 minutes. Ready? Oh my word, this is so exciting. 2 liters, we say. Let's see what happens. Alrighty, here's the stock. Oh my word. I might even top up that with a little bit more water. Now that's a little browner than some people might make it, and that is because of the browning in the bottom of the pan. But I like that. Like that. Okay. Now, actually, I wanted to talk about this. I've got this is a pressure cooker that I ended up with. It's great. It's a Swiss one. I think Duramatic, or maybe is that American? I don't know. I'm not going to put the seal on it. This is not an ideal pot, but I do want to keep the heat in, so I'm just going to do that. When it starts simmering, I'm going to take it off. Let's make love in a field of oregano. Gemma holding up my hand. Brownies with the browning. Yeah, all right, halibut Jules. Less the sass, unless that was meant earnestly. In which case, yeah, exactly. As long as you turn down the heat when you leave nothing. When you leave nothing is going to be ruined. Yeah, who's leaving? Who's leaving? Alan's got a meeting. Oh, okay. You certainly can, but your potatoes might overcook. So, how long's your meeting? You could even turn it down to one and keep it at a tickle. Oh, yeah, just turn it right down to one. Come back to it, see how soft your veg is, and just bring it back up to a boil, and you'll probably be all right. Um, actually, just turn it right down. Let it sit. Ain't nothing gonna go wrong. Take all that soup, absolutely. The garlic sits on the counter. But we do, I put it in. No, we're not putting it in. The garlic was just there from me eating garlic yesterday. Sorry to mislead you. The check's like, when's the garlic going in? No garlic. No garlic. Is there garlic in the recipe? What do you mean my recipe was loose? How much garlic? Oh my god. Really? All right, okay, well I failed miserably. You can put it in now if you want, or crush it at the end. Crush it. Crush it, put it in at the end before serving. Bublina, crush your garlic when it's finished cooking. When it's finished cooking, then you can, you know. Cocktailius, I beg your pardon. Um, no, I thought it was being really organised, and I was like getting ahead of it. But anyway, I'm going to try to get a recipe like a week ahead in advance, so more people can cook along. Where are we to? Let's have a look. Not quite. Let's give it a stir there. Give it a stir. Oh my. Some people would go smaller with the potatoes. I like it like that. So you have something to work with on the plate. There's the bacon fat, right? Where is it? There. It's cooking out the fat, the flavors. Now would be a good time to taste it, to see if it needs salt. Hey, Sanctum Crest. Soup. Okay. Yeah, more salt, more pepper. Ugh. Struggling with a bag of salt. You could, if you wanted, put a little bit of tomato puree in there. You could, if you wanted, put half a teaspoon of, or almost a teaspoon of paprika, but not too much. You could, I'm going to put some more lovage in. You could put some other dry herbs in if you want, but you don't have to. And that's the fun of cooking. You could put more garlic in. I'm sorry, the garlic should have gone in with the vegetables. I would put it in with the veg, not the bacon. It will brown and get bitter. But there it is. All right. How we doing, gang? Nutmeg. I've got nutmeg. I do love nutmeg. But we're going to stick with this for now. All right, gang. While we're waiting to cook, I do love nutmeg. Oh my god. We are going to do some cleaning because this is a good time to do that. So I'm just going to chat. Like vegetable stuff, you don't need to go too hot, too much soap, right? It's just vegetables and give it a rinse and a wipe, really. Mustard. Shit. There was mustard in the recipe. I know. I'm glad I followed it. You see, I'm following the recipe in my head of my grandma's. Ziggy Wiggy. Thank you. Put some mustard in. Has everyone got the mustard? Did everyone buy mustard just for this recipe? And how much mustard does it say? Everything's always going according to plan. It's cooking. It's cooking. I eat soup all the time. I love soup. Like asking me what my favorite soup is like asking me which human being do I like best. 1 tablespoon, I'd say so. Big up the French. Need some more of that. Bang it in now. Just bang it in. There we go. Ah, mustard seeds. I don't have any mustard seeds. I've been updating my spice shelf recently, and I realise I'm lacking a few things. All right, mustard's in. It's gonna cook away. Oh, dude. No, I do not get bored of soup. I do not get bored of soup. I can't get bored of soup. It's too good. All right, chat. Clean up my knives. Oh, you're there. What kind of crusty bread are we? I have not bought any bread. That's awful, isn't it? I didn't even think about that. I was just going to have potatoes. But yeah. So you relate to soup like I relate to pasta? Maybe so. Yes, there's also that hydrated low key. Absolutely. Besides which, um, what else? Can we bake bread someday? Sure. I know. I would normally have bread with soup and bread and butter, which is quite unusual in the Czech Republic. Actually, they kind of look at you funny sometimes in the restaurant when you go. They say, do you want bread?" And I said, "Yeah, and butter." And they go, "What? Why would you have butter?" Boing. Uh, we could do story time while we wait. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's been a while since I made any bread, actually. There you go. Papa Pizza. Uh, Bublina, cocktailius, be nice. People have leftover bread. Don't bread shame. Well, here's the thing. What happens if you buy 3 or 4 different types of loaves and you don't eat them all straight away? Hmm? There's a question. There's a question. Win. All right. Okay. We're almost there. We are almost there. I did have that garlic sat around, didn't I? There it is. There is the garlic still sat around. Um, Tiny spoon, we're done with you for today. Oh, tiny spoon. Goodbye, tiny spoon. We love you. I love you too. Tiny spoon. Such a cutie. Not yet. Hello, Alissa. Are you okay? Oh, Jeremy Brett. Who's he playing? Yeah, freeze the bread. And slice it before you freeze it. Because then you can pop out a slice at a time into the toaster. Bye bye, tiny spoon. Bye bye. Bye bye. All right, where are we at? Cleaning up my compost just for you, my lovely Bill. Cleaning up my compost. Speedy leak. Weren't expecting that, were you? Well, by the way, I hope you're all tuning in tomorrow evening. Yeah, 7/7:30, time to be announced. But Lords of Misrule, we're going to do some RPG stuff, shenanigans. Logan Healy has got a plan. It's already Saturday tomorrow. I know, time flies. Time flies when you're having fun or not. Either way, it flies, so you might as well be having fun. Although that's easier said than done sometimes, isn't it? Oh, God. Oh, it's Saturday again. All right. Soup is tickling away. Yes, it will be on my stream. Thank you, Rumi. Logan Hilly has a plan. Top 3 phrases said before. I know. It will be available later. Yes. Oh, which reminds me. Hang on. I did put VOD. I did put last week's soup on YouTube, right? Does anybody check? Does anybody know? Do you care? Does it matter? Maybe I'll find out later. Maybe I'll check myself. Cool. Have fun playing D&D. All soups are safe. Amazing. Okay, so this is exciting. What am I going to do though? I am just for a moment gonna turn the mic off just for a second. Tom Yam, oh my god. He's been rehearsing for the improv all day. All right, guys. I'm gonna mute this mic for a second. I need to dash, and I will turn back on. I'm gonna leave the soup tick. little soup song for you today. A little soup song for you today. I'm not very good at ukulele. It's slightly out of tune, but it goes quite nicely with soup. There. My fingers are fat, they're better at cooking soup. Trombone soup song. That might be a little trickier. A trombone trumpet duet. Okay, well, I mean, my trombone playing is not as good as your trumpet playing, I suspect. Bone soup song. Oh, I did see what you did there, prickly triangle. Bone broth, bone broth. All right, let's have a look. I think we must be getting close. Yes, yes, we're done. I don't know about you, but those potatoes are breaking apart. Okay, it's breaking apart on the fork. That is done. And what are we going to do now? We are going to take, damn these bowls. I'm going to take some of the potatoes out. We're going to mash them up. Going to mash them up. I think that might do. You can always mash more, but you can't unmash them. Raiders! Raiders from Nutbat! Hello! It's a raid moment. Oh my god, who's out there that we could raid at the end of this? Why are we taking out the potatoes? What did they do? They deserve to be mashed. We're going to make the soup a little bit thicker, Bubblina. That's it. That's it. Mash. It's instead of using other kind of starch, we're just using the potatoes. Thank you, Nutbat, for the raid. Your mama. Should we raid Tom's stream? We should raid Tom's stream, shouldn't we? At the end of this. You'll have to remind me how to do it. Let's see. I think we'll do a couple more. And then I think we'll chuck this back in and you'll see bubbling up. And we'll put some creme fraiche in there. Well, it's sour cream. Creme fraiche is a little harder to find. And then this will turn into the most gorgeous of soups. Here we go. Oh. Ha! Using a metal bowl with hot potatoes. Quite interesting, Michael. Actually, we're going to put the creme fraiche in the bowl for presentation purposes. All right, so just thickens up the broth a little bit. Okay. And where's my parsley? There's my parsley. Where's me Julie? And give that a quick rinse. Too many things in my way. This is exciting now. Thanks, Win. Your potatoes are so hard they won't budge. Then you might need to just cook a little bit longer, or you have a hard type of potato. Like, can you get a fork in them at all? Halibut's already ahead. This is the thing, different stoves, different quantities, different potatoes. Merry Christmas, Mr. Michael, okay? Oh my God, bless. Hey, why don't you just murder some innocent potatoes, why don't you? All right, here we go. Oh my God, look at that soup. He's on in 7 minutes. Logan's on in 7 minutes. Well, hang on. Who's on where? What? Why? They're very hard and sturdy. Got mountain potatoes. Don't mess with no mountain potatoes. I still need to buy myself a spatula, a proper soup ladle. Oh my God! I completely forgot the sausage. One idiot. Should be streaming in 7 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll hang on until he starts streaming. Sausages. Now, you could warm them up in a pot of water, right? But I don't have time, so I'm just going to stick them in here for now and warm that up. My fridge door don't close on its own. My fridge door don't close on its own. Oh yes. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. Oh my God. Probably the sausage would want to be a bit warmer. Okay. How's that? Sour cream, creme fraiche. You can use any. All right. I'm going to try and eat this. It's quite a full bowl. It's hot. Potatoes stay so hot, eh? Thanks, Prickly. Okay. Okay. It's an easy recipe, Alison. What to do with the sausage? You could chop it up, or you can just heat it up like you would parki and pop it on the side. What's that? I'm going to need to cut it up though, because I don't trust myself to stand doing it. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, scheiße. Oh my God, I almost spilled the whole thing. Okay, so this is with it all mixed in. Yeah, I mean, you can do what you want with the sausage. Normally it would be Frankfurt. As I said, I used the Bublina, I used the Debreczenka. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Man. Mm. Is Logan almost up, guys? Guys. Jaja D, you still there? Mm. Breakfast soup. Yes, breakfast soup. Tell me, how do I raid again? I'm so bad at this. /raid, Twitch name for a raid, and I put that in the message or what? Scheiße, I'm acting. You're right, okay. Easy peasy. All right, well, when he's up, and I will check out. So guys, I can't remember what the. By the way, I'm choosing these soups based on capitals closest to Prague, which some of them might surprise you as the weeks go on. But I believe next week it will be Bratislava, and then it's going to be Budapest. But we'll see, and then it might surprise you when we go a little bit after that. Also, love parsley. What else? As I say, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be making pumpkin soup. Jar D, you had a question last night which we didn't get to, so please don't forget. It was about Dadzig, I believe, and motivation or layers of him. So, put the rest of the sausages back in the fridge. Quick bit of soup song. We cooked a soup today and it was great. We cooked a soup today and it was great. Next week we'll cook some more soup. Oh, next week we'll cook some more soup. First time chatter, boom bapish. We already did Austria. We did Austria last time, last week, and it was a Kartoffelsuppe, and you can find that on YouTube. Although that was a darn long process because we also made the broth. At some point, I'm going to record all these recipes, by the way, just to go on YouTube on their own. So if you have not made the soup yet, or you want to go and check it out, they're going to be clean cooking programs, basically. Yeah, that's it, Jar Jar D. But I think we got to go. I certainly have to go because the time marches on. So please don't forget, we will come back to that. I'd like to answer that question. I meant to ask to get back that earlier. Is he up? Mama's up? Yeah? Okay, so /raid. With a space or no space? Logan 5. I can't write Logan. Logan 5. Run. Does it need a space or not? Space, right. Thank you. Okay. Boom. Is that rated? Thank you. Are we over in his? Have we rated him now? Woohoo! Hey, Mama. Thank you, Valeria. Bye, Halibut Jules. Jaja D, win. The dogs want some. I'm sure they do. Go rub up that raid. Cactalius. Bye, everyone. Bye, Bublina. Have a great one, all of you. It's been fun. All right. Ciao.